Well, long time no see, everyone. Gee, I wonder if we're going to be able to remember what happened last time. Uh, hey, SJ, maybe you should remind us like what game we're playing and how it plays and all that stuff.
I'm SJRC underscore sidekick. We are playing Kids on Brooms. It's a spinoff of Kids on Bikes. Basically, they have one of every die, like, D4, D4 to D20, each one representing a stat. So it's a little bit crunchier than your Powered by the Apocalypse games, such as use 2d6, but not as bad as typical Dungeons and Dragons or Star Wars FFG or any of those games. Um, yeah, I do hope you guys remember what happened last time because I did not have enough time to take notes for you. Kels, why don't you tell us about Kels and what you remember and you're doing?
Yeah. I'm Misha, or Misha underscore less than 3 here on Twitch. I'm playing Kels. She's the reluctant oracle. Her mom is taking her home this weekend because there's a blood moon on Sunday. And I'm so committed to the bit. I'm also at my parents' home right now. So, here for the action. Any rate, let's see. Other than that, Professor Levi's back, and so are the other teachers who are missing. And I'm sure that's fine, and they're not witches or hags. Sorry, they are witches, kind of. They're not hags, which is the important thing. Or at least, they're probably not hags. Or so we hope. We're all very suspicious. But at least 2K's probably not going to go out and try to break Professor Levi out of jail, because he's back. Aspen.
Hi, I'm San or Sinful underscore potato on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Discord, because now Discord has changed their username things. But talking about Discord, C Plus Content has their own Discord, and it's in chat right now, so you should definitely join right now. It's a fun place. I play Aspen, who is the haughty descendant trope. She does magical creatures, all that fun stuff. She's now positive house points. That's cool. So yeah, she's growing up. She's attempting to take Emmy, Liv, and Ophelia to the sanctuary for the weekend so that they're away from the school. And hopefully her sister is going to go home too and bring some of her friends, which are probably going to be the prefects, because that's who she usually hangs out with. So, I mean, if that works, then at least you got the prefects and Gustav's girlfriend, my wannabe girlfriend, I don't know, and then a spare. We'll be good. Gustav.
Hello, I'm Twi'lek, and I am playing Gustav. Last session, as I recall, Twi'lek said the wrong name by accident, and Phineas, instead of telling Izzy that I am pure and chivalrous, told Ophelia that I am pure and chivalrous, which was awkward. Luckily, Aspen fixed the situation. Maybe. So anyway, I'm off to hide at Kel's mum's house, where I am the only non-threat enough to be welcomed there. I am, basically a limpet, but it's important to pry Kels away from her friends one at a time. 0.
Sure. Yeah. Even odds that Kel's mom is a blood cultist. But other than that, so everything is fine. I didn't get that you meant that to go to Izzy, which didn't make any sense. So now I understand your reaction. Phineas, however, does not, because you asked him to go tell Ophelia, so he did. Anyway, so now Ophelia is very clear about your feelings for her. It's fine. So yeah, last time was a lot of conversation about hooking up, like so much conversation and reading and illustrations and ew. So that's fine. But we have, we have our doggy, and he's doing fine. And we have our used to be favorite professor, and until he got a little bit whatever. Now he's second favorite professor. He's back, and then the romance between Professor Ames and Miss Mesmer can continue because Miss Mesmer wasn't killed. Yay!
Changed my mind. She's not back. Well, yeah, we left off. It is Friday. So after classes today, basically, you guys are going to head out to your respective places that you've coordinated to go for the weekend, mostly Sunday. Phineas and Tim wanted to talk to Professor Ames and Professor Levi about not staying at the school. And I think that's all you guys wanted to do beforehand. Maybe? Yeah.
There is a small chance that Kels wanted to talk to Miss Mesmer, but also Kels is traumatized by the last time she went to Miss Mesmer's office, so
Yeah.
Is it worth it going to ask about these blood cult visions to get the confirmation that don't worry about it? Probably not.
Fair enough. All right, so let's say you guys get through your classes, nothing too insane happens, typical class day. You do have another, not a school resource officer, because you still have the new school resource officer, but they've also hired basically a nighttime security guard because the school resource officer isn't going to be awake 24/7, working 24/7 to be available. He'll be on call, but yeah. Just so nobody freaks out if they see this dude walking down the halls in the middle of the night. Yeah, so we could do after school. Aspen, you do still have to go to delinquent detail, though. So you'll have to wait until after delinquent detail to leave.
Cool.
Well, I hope the security guard's employment comes with generous survivor benefits. Look, they even gave him a red shirt. That's just sad.
Maybe the red shirt helps the blood blend in.
Right? Less traumatizing when you find him ripped to shreds in an alcove somewhere. And it's just one, really?
It is a public school budget.
I don't know, make magical guards.
Gingerbread men, but big.
Yes, we could make that happen.
There's probably a reason why some schools have tried magical guards and they don't have magical guards anymore.
Kels, I have complete faith that our gingerbread men can be bigger than theirs.
Or more
Okay,
numerous.
that's like, it's like the most edible thing as a guard when they just get eaten.
Well, but then that would distract and slow down the attackers.
Wouldn't you want to stop them instead of just having your guards get eaten?
It would eventually stop when they'd eaten so much they go into a Thanksgiving coma.
It's like an onion of defense. The gingerbread men get eaten while Officer Juro comes up from behind.
We could lace the gingerbread men with soporifics. Like lobelia. Oh no. We could lace them with things that make your stomach upset.
A recording of Professor Figus's classes.
That would suffice on the one. I was
That's
thinking
our
more.
Hara's classes, really.
I was thinking more something a bit more explosive, such that people who eat all the gingerbread guardians think, haha, this is easy, and then the camera cuts in on their face and they have an alarmed look and you hear a grumbling, and then they all race off for the bushes. Effectively, not only are they disabled, but they're demoralized.
And in the Forbidden Forest.
Yes. I will start baking tonight. Well, I guess the good news is of us splitting into 3 groups is that it's unlikely that all of us will be murdered.
Well, that's a cheery thought. Listen, they have a guard here at the school. They're locking it down. It'll be fine.
I don't know about that.
I believe in you, Phineas. You've gotten out of every situation so far. You can do it again.
That's what they say about everyone before they die. But it's fine.
You haven't had any more dreams like last night, right?
Not exactly that I recall precisely, but there was definitely lots of blood cultiness going on.
Last night, I dreamt that after Phineas and Aspin went over to talk to Ophelia, you did 2 kills, and somehow... Well, I woke up before I really saw her expression, but it wasn't a fun dream. It was a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. Sorry.
Well, it'll be fine. Everyone will forget everything over the weekend anyway, probably.
Or they'll have more gruesome things to think about.
What do you dream of, Aspen?
The normal stuff.
Mr. Sparkles.
Yeah, sure.
You dream about hooking up with Emmy. Because that's what you think about 75% of the time anyway.
Going on nice picnics. Hoping she is able to come over to the weekend, but then also panicking because, I really don't know what to do because I've never really had a friend over, let alone 3 to my house.
Well, I mean, first of all, your house is on, the sanctuary, right? So you can just do whatever the tour is of the sanctuary, for starters, during the day. Because I'm sure that's fun, right?
Yeah.
And then you just, hang out and watch movies and paint your nails and stuff? Probably? Hypothetically? That seems right.
Yeah.
So it's just like Movie Club, except without any of the other members there.
Exactly.
Oh, and I suppose you should attempt to turn the conversation to how adorable Gustav is.
I don't think that would work, per se.
Yeah, maybe don't bring it up unless they ask you, maybe.
I would quite like to be known as adorable. It's better than being known as unchivalrous.
Yes. And you're certainly not known as that. Everyone's very clear that you are chivalrous and pure.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Crystal clear.
Yes.
Anyway, Phineas, you will look after 2K, right?
Yes.
Make sure he goes to every meal?
Well, we may find ourselves ensconced in some sort of ritually protected chamber from which there is no exit, in an effort to stave off our impending doom. But if food service is available, I'll make sure that he eats.
And you'll take him to pet all the familiars?
Again, we might find ourselves locked away for our own protection. But yes, if the opportunity arises.
I have every faith in you.
All right.
2K, please look after Phineas too. I know that he can get a bit wild and
Dramatic.
charismatic. He often gets too charismatic for his own good. Please, if he does anything, just sort of prod him, will you?
Please don't prod me.
Why not?
Well, it seems unnecessary.
It'll make you live in the moment. Realize exactly what you're doing might be a bad idea or something. If someone just kind of reaches over and just a little poke, poke.
No idea what you're talking about. Everything I do is well prepared, well rehearsed. Fully rational. I'm layers of contingency.
If you remember.
I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm a bit distracted today, but what with the impending disaster?
Listen, I'm sure we've had a lot of cool visions regarding Sunday. But your stuff, you said, doesn't always come true. And my stuff can sometimes change, and the situation is different than it was earlier in the week. And it might not even be something that's coming to the school, for once.
Who knows?
I'm sure if I was Aspen's member, she would just say, don't worry about it. It's a normal thing. You don't have to worry about it. You're going home for a weekend. It's fine.
Oh, you should ask Miss Mesmer.
I mean, I could.
If you asked Miss Mesmer whether there were wild animals involved, you would know whether it happens at Aspen's place.
Well, like, none of the visions really have anything to do with animals, really. Except the moose. The baby moose.
Yes.
But, I don't really see how that's related to anything else.
What if Aspen goes home? Yeah, well, first of all, yes. And what if Aspen goes home and is like, Mom, Dad, I'm home. What's happened here that's new that I don't know about? And they go, oh, you know that monstrous moose we have? It just had a baby. And all of a sudden, the clues are pointing. You never know. Oh, there could be some prophecy that, on the blood moon with the birth of the awful baby moose, the dark one shall rise and all will flee before them. I don't know. Prophecies are strange.
Maybe when I go home, I meet someone there who has a moose familiar.
Run away.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it get too big? Are there like miniature moose, like miniature ponies?
Oh.
Probably. It's probably possible.
Miniaturize a moose?
Tiny moose.
Nightmare fuel.
It's probably fine.
Well, Aspen, do you even know if the girls are coming with you? Have you confirmed that?
I have not.
Well, you probably should.
It's probably a good idea.
And Gustav, I wonder if Professor Ames would lend you some protective something to take with you.
I was planning on wearing my NMP clothing because Kels's mum is quite nice, Kels, and I think you'll grow up to be quite nice too. But she does seem to prefer non-magical stuff to blood cultists and...
Well, I mean, I think everyone in general that we've met typically prefers most things to blood cult magic stuff.
Some of them are a bit fascinated or a bit too tenuous in their opinions, but most people, sure, most people.
Mm.
But you're right, I should go and ask Professor Ames.
All right.
I'll catch you later. Professor Ames? Do you have a moment?
Yes. Yeah. What's up?
I'm going away from the school for the weekend. Kels's mum has invited me over. And
Okay.
I was wondering...
Can't believe you're abandoning me here, Gustav. Thought we were mentor-mentee. What happened?
Professor Ames, unlike you, I am letting you know ahead of time.
I'm just messing with you, Gustav.
Well, aside from letting you know ahead of time, I just wanted to let you know that if I die, it was Kels's mum. She's a bit scary.
Okay, good to know.
I'm going because Kels needs moral support.
I think you'll be okay with.
Would it be possible if I could get a protective charm or something? Just in case?
A protective charm like what?
Like an amulet that I could break and you'll know that Kels's mum has kidnapped me. And so there'll be tags.
When are you leaving?
This weekend. Today.
A little short notice.
Yeah.
You still have the sting ring?
I do, yes.
Well, I'm not really supposed to be giving students a bunch of magical artifacts or anything. Can't really think of what I could give you that's relatively discreet as well. What are you afraid of happening? You're afraid Kels's mom is going to... Was there any visions or anything that supported this?
Yesterday, Kels said that people were wary and that the extra guard was being brought in because of the blood moon. And I just think we were collectively worried as a group that people would... this would be the last hurrah of any remaining cultists out there, and they would want to do something. And I know that typically, in the normal course of events, they usually target 2K, which is, really shouldn't be a normal course of events. But I am going to be away from the school, so is Kels, and maybe they just make a strike of opportunity.
Okay, well, if you're afraid of blood mages, here. He'll go into his closet, pull out a couple potions. This one, blood replenishing potion, healing potion. Does that make you feel better?
Thank you. It means a lot to me that you support me, and I'd say I miss you, but it's only going to be the weekend. I'll see you soon.
Be safe. Phineas, Kels, Aspen. What time are you guys leaving?
Yeah, I don't know.
would you coordinate with your parents?
Well, originally it was going to be Saturday, but I assume with our situation change, it's probably maybe it'll either be before or after dinner, depending on whether Kel's parents wants to cook her food. It's pretty much or have food there for Friday night.
Also on Kel's if she wants a home cooked meal versus the standard school food.
Yeah. I want home cooked meal. I got all my favorites.
Cool.
So before dinner, after school, before dinner, in that zone somewhere.
Okay. So that's now.
Cool. I'm packed. I'm waiting for Gustav.
I come running in.
Yeah. Oh, you're just on time, I think. And I think Kells is bringing a subset of visions, which is mostly things. I'm not bringing everything, because that would be a problem. I'm leaving behind ones related to drugs. And I'm leaving behind all the ones that I think are related to 2K and blood cults. Because I think my mom will take them.
So you're bringing what? The moose, I assume?
The moose, the person being dragged, because it's not particularly bloody. The bumblebee one, because she knows it exists. I think the apple and the microphone hand, and then a subsection of all the ones that she's seen before.
Okay.
Which are older ones. I mean, I could bring one blood cult one and see what she does, but then it will probably be gone, so I think I'll just pass on that.
Okay. We have other options, but yeah, you can do that.
I have other options? What do you mean? Hiding them? Wait a minute. I could just put them in a different spot.
Give me a brains roll.
14.
Okay, you think, okay, maybe I can duplicate ones. If they disappear, that's fine, as long as she takes the one that's the duplicated one. Or
that's true.
Do what you said and hide, like have your fake one and your decoy.
Yeah. All right. I think I can duplicate these for a bit, right? Have we practiced that much? Aspen's practiced that, of all people.
You practiced on size notebook before.
That's true.
But I think that's about it.
Yeah. I'll just make a decoy book. But I want to leave the extra suspicious crossroad-based ones in the safe spot in my room, because that has too much text.
Give me a charm roll.
3.
Okay. You will head out with Gustav. You got your decoy book. Your mom comes to meet you and picks you up. And you guys head out over to your house. So that just leaves Aspen, who's just off delinquent detail, Phineas, and 2K.
And Tim.
And Tim.
So I will go to Professor Levi.
Okay.
Professor Levi.
Phineas. How can I help?
I'm concerned for the safety of Calder and Tim. And Kels and Gustav and Aspen as well. And our new nighttime security guard. And, well, sort of everyone. But mostly, I was considering that it might be wise for Tim and Calder and myself to absent ourselves from school this weekend. If there was a way to do that our location could be disguised and protected. If anyone with any bloody intent were to try to find Calder, this is the place that they would come. If there was a way to not be here, that would seem to be smart.
Did you have somewhere in mind?
Well, I mean, I thought about the forest, of course.
No.
Right. And then I realized that my thoughts on such a thing are informed only by my personal experience, which is limited in such matters. I was just wondering, is there a facility?
I suppose, but the issue is wherever you went, it is likely they would still be able to find the general location of Calder.
That sort of thing isn't blockable?
Not with having an intricate knowledge of blood magic yourself.
Or a duplicate of some sort that could be here in Calder's stead.
You would need a significant amount of his blood.
So was the plan just to cross fingers and hope everything goes okay? From everything we've heard, and from Kel's incessant visions of death and destruction, among other visions of death and destruction, it seems like Sunday is going to be an awful day.
Well, it is a blood moon, and they don't come around too often, so it'd be naive to think what's left of the cult isn't going to try to do something drastic, or at least take advantage. That said, we're doing more than just crossing our fingers.
Including hiring a single nighttime security guard.
I'll be here. Professor Ames will be here. The school resource officer will be here. The nighttime security guard will be here. And we are supposed to have a detail of Spinnet here.
Supposed to.
Yes. Unless the only reason they wouldn't is if something else happened that required a mass mobilization.
So if I were the blood cult, all I need to do is to create a diversion to draw away their forces, leaving the school less defended. Understood.
One that was significant enough.
Yes. I'm sure that the fact that occurred to me in less than 5 seconds doesn't mean anything about the fact that would occur to the forces of evil arrayed against us.
I'm talking about something massive.
Like an attack on a Spinnet facility?
That didn't mobilize an entire...
Oh, so
it's been
it has to be... Okay, well, I suppose that's all right. What about the Lexors?
Officer Alonzo, I believe, is... I know he was debating being here, but I think he's going to be somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Is there a safe room of sorts?
The common rooms are typically what we use.
Is there a safer room? You know, one that doesn't just have windows to the outside that people could crawl in.
Right.
And that could potentially be used to minimize collateral damage, such that if people were coming for any of us, they wouldn't have to mow down dozens of other children in the process.
If you were wanting to stay in a sort of safer room, yes, we can arrange that.
I think that would be wise, don't you?
Sure.
And I also think it might be wise to not let everyone know. I'm just wondering, I mean, it's not entirely impossible that some of the children here have parents who might be less than entirely opposed to the blood cult. You never know who or where a collaborator might surface.
Right. Well, we would need to speak with Professor Ames because I would be using his.
We could go stay in the Serpentis halls. No one knows about those.
How do you know nobody knows about those?
Well, I mean, I know Granny knows about them. But I don't think if you spin it and some skilled resource officers and security guards are going to do much against Granny if she decides to make another appearance. But I don't think she cares about blood moons. Oh, I didn't tell you before because Calder was here. But she did want me to protect him. She called him the vessel. The vessel of his father.
What?
Yes.
Hold on. So she specifically told you that he is the vessel and for you to protect him.
Yes. I got the sense that perhaps, I mean, she has a great interest in power. To a certain degree.
Right.
Although I don't think she has interest in humans or blood magic, per se. She certainly wouldn't want them having a lot of power. She doesn't trust power in the hands of anyone but herself.
Right. That's
What is his father's name?
concerning. His father's name?
Cub.
Cade. Well, what he tells everyone his first name is.
Yes. I think that was what she said. The vessel of Cade.
You sure she said Cade?
Maybe not. It was a K sound.
Do you think it was Cadis?
Yes, that was it. It was more than one a syllable.
Oh, okay. That's confusing. I don't understand why she would want him protected if she doesn't like blood magic or humans.
Ostensibly so that he could be used to further some aim.
Right, but what is her aim?
Who knows?
Has she ever interacted with blood cultists before?
Possibly when she was here. But to my knowledge, it wasn't something that she was particularly interested in.
You know how old your granny is, by chance?
Oh, she's quite old. Hundreds, at least.
Hundreds.
And more than like one or two, if not more. If not thousands, who knows?
He goes through his notebook, one of his notebooks. Do you think like 1700s at least?
Oh, easily.
Okay.
I mean, she was certainly here for the witch trials. She thought they were a hoot. A bunch of humans killing each other. Never catching an actual witch, much less a hag.
Okay. Well, that's not great, but okay. Thank you for letting me know.
Yes. Well, please provide me with instructions as to where Tim, 2K, and myself should report.
Oh, okay. You want to take... Okay.
Well, because Tim has been targeted before, and who has visions
It's fine.
has been looped into it. So,
Okay. Well, it won't be until Sunday. And even so...
and possibly some form of protection from Rudy. I'm loath to suggest that he come with us because that would seem to be just asking for trouble. But we know that his particular situation is related to blood cult things. So you never know.
Right.
They might decide to finish what they started or somehow leverage that. I don't know. I don't know how it all works, but
I don't think so. I mean, his parents... Never mind.
no, it's pretty apparent that someone put a blood curse on him to entice his parents to join the blood cult to get the power to remove the blood curse from him.
Not quite, but...
Well, it's a logical deduction.
Interesting theory, but that's not what happened with Rudy's parents.
All right.
Okay. It won't happen until Sunday, so...
Oh, all right. And you might, because you weren't here, you might start writing things down and putting them in a location that only you would know, and then leaving yourself notes that give you a trigger to go look in that location, but that aren't explicit. So that if someone else comes across them, they won't know what it means and won't be able to find your notes. But that if you lose your memory and then you see the note, it'll prompt you to think, oh, I know where that is. You'll go and look and you'll see the notes that you wrote that you've forgotten.
Right.
Just in
You
case.
sound a lot like Professor Ames.
Oh, we've been through some things. Not that you haven't.
Right.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll all live. But you're doing fine?
Yes, I'm fine.
Are you actually fine, or are you saying that you're fine to spare me?
Both. I'm fine.
Both. Got it.
Okay. Aspen,
Yep.
you heading out?
Just gonna go check in with Emmy and Ophelia and Liv and see if they can come or not.
Okay. Give me another charm roll.
$19.
Yeah, they're all coming. Liv really wants to see the garden, so even though she doesn't really know you very well.
Nice.
Cool. So you gather them up
Yeah.
and head out.
Yeah.
Your mom picks you up. And Rosemary. who brings another fourth year. Only one, though. Not a bunch of her friends. It's another fourth year Kalatog.
What's their relationship like?
Good question. But he'll get in with Rosemary. Rosemary will, of course, take the front seat. And, he'll introduce himself politely. His name is Jor Mail. So he'll hop in, sit behind Rosemary, and then you guys all climb in, head out.
Aspen will do like side eyes at him and then look back. I don't know who he is. But quiet.
He'll turn to you, feeling the awkward side eye. He's like, "Hey, I'm Jor."
Hi, I'm Aspen. So,
Cool.
What are your likes and interests?
My likes and interests. But I'm on the Capers team.
Nice.
Like Capers, working out, sports.
How much can you lift?
Enough.
That's good.
How much can you lift?
I don't know. Probably not a lot.
Yeah, I haven't done a max recently, but you can probably lift quite a bit. Maybe just need to get some form.
Yeah. Do you know how to do that stuff to get the form?
Yeah.
Are you a good teacher, coach?
I would like to think so. I mean, I've taught some of the guys on the Capers team.
Would you be willing to teach me?
Sure, we can do a couple. Rosemary will turn around and she's like, "He's not your personal trainer, Aspen."
Okay, but my friends and I were wanting to work out and get better physically on ourselves, also mentally and stuff. And your friend over here is good with that stuff, so it's always good to ask for help.
He's got better things to do. He's like, it's fine. I don't mind. We could do a session, just do some basics. That's fine.
Cool. Good chat. Good chat.
Rosemary just rolls her eyes. Kels and Gustav, you are with your mom, Kels, and she's like, "Did you bring the pictures?"
Did I? Probably not. Well, no, she specifically told me to take pictures. Let's see if I remembered. No. The die rolled a 1.
Did you bring the camera?
No, I also probably forgot that.
Did you not like it, or?
No, I took a lot of pictures. I just forgot to grab them.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Thank you for having me, Mrs. Michaels.
Sure. technically not Miss Michaels, but
Oh, sorry.
no, it's fine. I kept my maiden name, so
It's MacArthur.
thank you. So what are you guys gonna do this weekend? Assume just hang out, maybe play some of those game things on the TV.
Yeah, the video games. We can play video
Yeah,
games. We can watch movies. I want to borrow some books to bring back.
You bring back the books you already took?
Nope. Left those two.
That's fine. Just you're gonna run out of space. It's gonna be a lot to move.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably remember at winter break.
Kels is very good at remembering things. When we're at school, she always returns her books to the school library.
That's great, Gustav. Your mom, meanwhile, is like, he's very defensive of you. What is it? What are you guys hiding? Phineas and I guess 2K and Tim. But for now, Phineas, you're leaving Professor Levi's classroom. What are you gonna do? It's Friday night. A lot of people are gone.
I will find Calder
Okay.
and watch him like a hawk. And I suggest that we find Tim and we just kind of stake out a spot.
Okay.
Somewhere
Easy enough.
preferably where like controlled entrance, but also like an emergency exit, like a window or something that we could get out if we needed to.
Okay, so you're trying to find a corner of the school to just hole up in.
Yeah. Build a pillow
It's
for
like a
it.
windowless alcove that
Ideally
leads to
some sort
a
of
door.
like one door and then a window up high, because I can always get out that if I need to.
Okay. Give me a brains roll.
5. Or the library. That'll work
Okay.
too.
Yeah, you can go into the library.
And I
we'll
will
just-
I will inform them that come Sunday, Professor Levi is working on some sort of secure situation for us.
Cool. So
Although,
for now, we're
if I
just...
were the forces of evil, I would probably strike before then, assuming that whatever plans they have would require some preparation. Also, if they're planning some sort of extensive apocalyptic ritual, they probably won't want to do it here. They'll probably want to kidnap us and take us to a secondary location. And you know what they say about secondary locations.
Is that why we're holed up in the library?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So this is how we're going to spend the weekend?
Well, I mean, there are other unless you have another idea. I mean, I'm more concerned about next weekend and all the weekends that follow, making sure that we are here to enjoy them. But if you have good ideas about ways to pass the time, Pinochle,
What?
it's a game. Apparently.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
Oh. Well, then we can't play because we don't know the rules.
Well, in the library, we could find a book.
A book on games?
Yes. Or we could search for other hidden secret serpentis things.
I guess we could do that.
Because that would be something that no one would know about. So theoretically, it would be quite safe.
Right, but wasn't one of the doors in the Serpentis place like a thing that could only be opened with blood magic? So what if they did know about
I
it?
don't know that it could only be opened that way. It's just that that's one way it could be opened.
Yeah.
But I don't get the feeling that serpentis were... because it was around until relatively recently, and blood magic has been outlawed for a long time. So I can't imagine that it was a house of nothing but blood magic wielders. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Or we could play music and dance.
And Calder will speak up. We could do that.
All right, let's do that. So we'll
Okay.
play music and dance.
Right. Well, you need to go to like the music room.
Yes.
Okay. Because Calder wants to try the new guitar.
Ah.
Cool. Aspen,
Yep.
you guys arrive to the sanctuary.
Cool.
Rosemary and Jor immediately get out and start heading their own way.
Aspen will get out. It's like, hey, you wanna to Emmy, Ophelia, and Liv. It's like, you wanna head to my room and we'll set up like some like cots and sleeping bags.
Sure.
Cool. She'll lead the way to
Okay.
her room.
You go to your room. Your parents have provided some extra blankets and stuff like that. But I think some of them also brought their own pillows and stuff.
Help to set up so that it's nice and safe. If you don't want to sleep on the floor, you can sleep on the bed. Good with sleeping on the floor.
Oh, that's okay. We're not gonna kick you out of your bed.
Okay. Just want to watch a movie or something.
Sure.
Do you have any favorite movies? We'll go through like the ones that they have. Just
Well, what movies do you have, Aspen?
probably animal-based ones.
Yeah.
Just pull out the list. You got Here's Winn-Dixie, or Finding Memo and whatnot.
Homeward Spellbound.
Yeah.
I don't know. You pick one.
Okay. And she'll pick a movie called Two Sisters, a play on the actual movie called Two Brothers, which are about two tigers. But here
Oh, okay.
it'd be like, I don't know, two werewolves or something.
Okay. Cool. You got any snacks or something from the movie?
Yeah, I think we have a popcorn downstairs. Go make some.
Yeah.
She'll go to the kitchen and probably ask an adult to make some of the food because they won't let her use the food.
Yeah, that's fair. Your dad will help you out and also be like, well, if they want any drinks, there's drinks in the fridge.
Cool. She'll just grab a whole bunch of drinks and bring them all back upstairs. Wherever.
Kels, give me a grit roll.
Seven.
And so, do you want to have this vision in the car?
No, not really.
Okay.
It's already a little like, oh no, I forgot the pictures and the camera, because she's probably too worried about creating second vision book.
It's gonna be one of those things where, you know, as you get closer to the house, it's like you really have to pee. But
hurry.
You okay, Kels?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You guys finally get home.
It's like the rush out of the car. Run.
Like, give me a sec. I have to get up there to unlock the door. She's of course taking her time, putting her stuff back.
Yeah. I'm running up to the door and I'm like, knock, 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 knock.
Your dad opens the door and is like, "Hey!" Goes to give you a hug.
Hi, great to see you. I give him a hug and then I'm like, escape, bathroom. Except I run to my room.
It's good seeing you too.
And then vision.
Brains roll.
Cool. This was an exciting one to wait for with a 6.
Okay.
I personally hope it's a vision of Aspen dropping all of the drinks, because that would be hilarious.
Wrong place. Okay. Gustav, you are still in the car awkwardly. You just watched Kels sprint into the house.
I shall climb out of the car and then look at Kel's dad standing in the doorway and Kel's mum in the porch, both looking upstairs towards the landing. And I'll sort of start grabbing my bags and Kel's, bringing them inside.
Kels's mom will be like, "I'm sorry about that. I don't know what got into her," and she'll get out and go walk towards the house, meet her husband, and be like, "That was so rude. I don't know what she's doing."
It's nice to meet you. I'm Gustav.
Ah, hey, Gustav. I've heard about you.
Thank you. I've heard a lot about you too.
All good things, I hope.
Yes. Kel says nothing but praise for you.
Good to hear. Although I'm sure you wouldn't tell me if she didn't anyway.
The vision, of course, was of a well with a bucket going down. But the well's like cut off at ground level-ish or something like that, and the bucket's just kind of hanging in space. So Kels was like, man, I ran all the way in here to hide a blood cult vision, and this is what I get? Dumb.
Yep.
Any rate, I guess she'll head back out and be like, sorry, hi, Dad.
Gustav struggling down the stairs.
Oh, yeah. I'd be like, oh, sorry. Go run over to Gustav to grab my stuff from him.
There you go.
Thanks. Sorry.
I hope it was a good pee.
What? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And your dad is like, she doesn't have a bathroom up there. At least not like in your room.
Yeah. No. Good.
You two wash up, get ready for dinner.
Oh, what are we having?
I don't know what's Kel's favorite that your dad would make.
Shepherd's pie.
What do you make? Sure. Shepherd's pie. A nib meal. So you'll feel right at home. Good stuff. Phineas, Tim, and 2K. You guys are in the music room. 2K is messing around with the guitar. You see he has a pair of ear pods now, which you've never seen him with.
Oh, where did you get those?
Professor Levi for my birthday.
So you told Professor Levi, but you didn't tell us.
I didn't have to. He already knows my birthday.
Oh, yes, that makes sense. How do you charge them? Because they're a nymph thing, right? Or are they magical?
Magical, I think. I don't know what nymph.
Well, because
be.
Gustav had a phone, which is a nymph thing.
They're
And
not earpods like earbuds. They're earpods like they just go over your ear and stick.
well, excellent.
It's what Joel was trying to have you guys turn the shells into.
I see. Well, that's nice. It's very good to have him back. And he assures me that he's okay. Sort of. Like I clarified, are you actually okay, or are you just saying you're okay so that I'll think that you're okay? And he said yes, both, which means he is actually okay. And but maybe he doesn't want to talk about the situation, which is fairly typical.
Tim will speak up and he's like, so the reason you two are the only ones that are staying here? That the teachers make you stay here? Or
How do you mean?
well, the rest of your group all went home, right?
Oh, I
And
don't
brought people with them.
think we would be welcome at Kel's house due to Kel's mother. And Aspen has, I think, an agenda of sorts. I don't know. She mentioned something about saving everyone's love interests plus a spare.
Wait, who all went with Aspen?
Emmy, Ophelia, and someone else. The spare.
The spare.
I don't know.
That's weird.
Is it?
Yeah, a spare of somebody? What do you mean a spare?
Well, in
Like
case,
a backup person?
I guess.
Like someone likes two people?
Or in case one of them dies. I don't know.
Wouldn't it be smarter to split up the spare?
Probably. You never really know what's going on in Aspen's head.
Right. So it's people she has likes romantically, or people in the group like romantically?
I think so, yes. Well, it's complicated. Gustav has pure and chivalrous feelings for Ophelia. And then asked me very explicitly to tell her that, and I did, and he was very embarrassed, which I don't quite understand.
That's a bold move.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a little weird to send somebody to go tell. Like, we're in high school. It's not. That's something you do in elementary school. Send someone else to go tell your friend they have a crush on you, but their friend likes them.
Well, but that wasn't what, well, there's context. So the context is that Izzy informed us that boys only care about hooking up. And I think Gustav wanted to let Ophelia know that it wasn't that his feelings are pure and chivalrous, as opposed to prurient.
That's kind of weirder.
Is it?
Yeah, because if someone came up to me like, just so you know, I like you, but I don't want to hook up with you, that's just a weird thing to say. It also would make me suspicious. I don't know.
Oh, you mean...
It's just a weird thing to do.
Yes. It's a bit of a Rowan thing to do, sort of. I think perhaps Rowan has accidentally rubbed off
Like,
on...
I'm not like other guys. I like you for you.
I'm a nice guy.
Exactly.
I think Rowan might have accidentally rubbed off a bit on Gustav. But he doesn't have to worry. He's going to be a Giga Chad. We have seen the future it is foretold. So we won't have to worry about it.
Great.
And we're all getting swole now.
Why?
Well, to better ourselves physically as we better ourselves mentally and morally.
Okay, so not for the sole purpose of just being swole. You want to be functionally fit.
Well, isn't that the purpose? Aren't those the same things?
You'll have dudes that are so big that they can't even reach their lower back. Like,
Why? That would seem to be a tactical disadvantage.
yeah, it's like muscles more for show.
No, I don't think that's it at all.
Or, yeah, they can lift something heavy, but they gas out running.
No,
100 feet.
I think strength to fight off attackers and cardio to run faster and longer to escape attackers is more what we have in mind.
Yeah, so you want to be athletic and fit.
Yes, to survive.
Okay. Swole more just implies you're trying to get big.
Well, as I was explaining to everyone else, they're all getting bigger anyway. Everyone's a little bit more, everyone's a little bit larger than they were even a few months ago.
Right.
Except me. I don't need to get much larger. I'm already rather tall.
Yeah, you might have already hit your growth spurt.
I don't know. I've sort of been the same size for a while. I think.
Oh, right, but you weren't born that tall, right?
Probably not. I remember being smaller. I think.
Okay, I don't know why I asked.
But it was a while ago.
Right. Okay.
What are you going to be when you grow up?
I have no idea.
Calder, what are you going to be when you grow
up?
Oh, I don't know. Probably horrifying. Calder, what are you going to be when you grow up? An astronaut? A musician? A musical astronaut? A space musician?
There's space musicians?
No, but there would be if you became one.
But I thought there was no sound in space.
Well, there has to be sound in the vessel that takes people to space, or else it would be a vacuum and they would die. Tim, I think you will become a counselor.
I got enough problems. I don't need to learn other people's problems or
Well, but
listen
no,
to
I
them.
say I think that's why you would make an excellent counselor, because you would be able to relate to the challenges that some people have.
I think I would be less empathetic to the challenges other people have.
I thought your own personal experiences of difficulty make you more empathetic, don't they?
It depends. If someone had a similar experience, I think sometimes people could be more empathetic because they've been in that position. But if I'm a dude that lost all 4 limbs in some explosion or something, and then someone's complaining to me that they broke their pinky, I'm not going to be very empathetic about it.
Oh, yes. I see what you're saying. So most of the students here, if you were a counselor, you would find them irritating because their troubles are so banal.
Right.
Yes. Well, that makes perfect sense. Oh, perhaps we should open a charter school for strange and unusual children. And then share our experiences with them.
So what it'd be like you, me, 2K. I don't know if there are other exceptionally weird kids.
Well, there's the one who sees 15 seconds into the future the entire time. There's the werewolf.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's in the hospital. The werewolf, right.
Yes. And probably others.
Maybe that kid you guys used to hang out with a lot.
Which one?
The one with one leg.
Oh, Brigham. Well, no, Brigham's basically a bro at this point.
Rudy.
But people, but potentially children of unusual origin who lack the cultural background to assimilate smoothly into whatever this is.
Maybe.
Like, I don't know where banshees send their children to school. But obviously not here. Goblins.
Yeah, I don't think they do they?
Well, they should, don't you think? Learn vital life skills.
Maybe they have their own schools already.
Ooh. We could work at one of them.
I'm good. I think I've had enough dealing with kids.
Well, so now you know what you don't want to do. So we've narrowed down your career choices. Nothing to do with children. You could be a talk show host. Gustav was explaining it to me. One of his parents enjoys the talk shows. Can't remember which.
Too much being fake nice and faking interest in what other people are doing.
You could be a judge.
Probably wouldn't make a good one. I'm not very impartial, to be honest. Not to say I wouldn't enjoy it.
You could be a magical reality television contest judge. So you don't have to be impartial.
Maybe. I haven't really watched a lot of game shows, so I don't really know how they are.
I don't know either. I think one of Gustav's, I think maybe the other parent. I don't know.
Anyway, I usually like to be low key, not something on TV.
You can be a famous writer
Why are all of these famous things?
who operates under a nom de plume, because I have full faith in your ability to make a difference in
Or
life.
you mean like a pseudonym?
Yes.
Gotcha.
So your normal life is not impinged upon by your vast fame and wealth. Or we could become treasure hunters.
Sounds like a lot of stuff outside.
Well, we can become treasure
trapped.
hunters and then write stories about treasure hunting as a secondary source of income.
Right.
Calger can be the daring one, the one who races through the tombs just ahead of the traps. I can be the, I don't know, the one who finds out about all the secrets, because I'm fairly good at that. And then you can be the one that writes it up.
And then talks to your ghosts when you inevitably die to a booby trap.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. Do you?
I don't know.
I mean, probably not.
I think a lot of people are naive about how close to death they are at any given moment. Everyone thinks they're invincible.
I don't know about that. I'm very close to death constantly. Petpo.
Right, but you don't think you're gonna die.
Well, I don't think there's any reason to go walk around thinking about your impending death all the time. I think it's probably just it's an adaptation. One can't be fully functional if one is constantly paralyzed by the fear that the next thing might be the last thing you do. It doesn't mean you can't be prudent.
Right.
But I see what you mean. I think there's a certain level of nonchalance when it comes to the constant threat of murder that we've all been under. I asked Professor Levi if there was a plan to keep us all safe. He's like, well, I figured people would just stay in the common rooms. It's like, that doesn't seem like a plan.
I think they've got... I mean, I would think they have to. People can't just come to the school.
Well, except the people who have.
Well, one was a spirit, so that's a little
One was a
different.
spirit.
And then one was
one was a
posing as
teacher.
another teacher.
And one was a powerful supernatural entity. So, and that's
Right,
all just
but
in one semester.
I guess the real danger is if there's some blood cult teachers and students already here.
Yes, I did bring that up. I think it's very likely.
Aspen, you guys are just watching the movie?
Yep. Just
Eating your snacks?
relaxing. Yep,
Junk food?
definitely. Trying to be normal.
Bells, you guys have dinner? So, how's school going?
Pretty good.
Mrs. Michaels, I mean Mrs. MacArthur, Kels
Yes.
Kels is really good in school. All the teachers like her. She's very good at transfiguration. In fact, between you and me, I think Professor Victus, I think he has a bit of a soft spot for Kels. But her grades are great across the board. And I'm okay in some things as well.
Give me a charms roll.
As you know, all of us, because we are young and charming, get a +1 to our rolls,
Uh-huh.
which has
Okay.
doubled my score.
Yeah, okay. Your dad looks at you, Kels, a little weird, like, that's very nice of you to say about Kels. What about you?
Oh, well, I'm kind of good at dark magic defense. I'm Professor Ames is my mentor because I'm an NMP born, so he looks out for me sometimes.
Oh, that's good. How you guys doing other than grade-wise? How do you like it? You guys making a lot of new friends, in a bunch of clubs, sports?
Well, I tried to join the flying club, and I still go there sometimes, but I didn't manage to get my license, so I have
permit.
Yeah.
Because you got your permit though, right?
Yeah, I got my permit from Flying Club, and technically we're in Doing Club, but we don't know that many spells for Doing Clubs. Usually it's watching the upperclassmen, but we've learned enough now that I think we could probably do some. We had a duel in class like a couple weeks ago. I think I did all right. But I think Aspen got me that time, but that makes sense. And let's see, and we have like a little movie club we go to watch some movies, and we only do that
movies
once a
or
week.
magical movies?
Mostly magical movies, because they don't really have a way to play the NIM movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I plan on trying out for the Capers team, but that's not going to be till the spring.
Yeah. Your dad is like, what's Capers again?
It's like, here's Kel's
mom
like going
speaks
like,
up. It's like it's kind of like capture the flag mixed with dodgeball, and it's a very complicated sport. Kels, give me a grit roll.
That's a 1.
Because your mom is just like, so, and you like to dance, right? You went with Gustav, right? And your dad kind of gives you another look.
Yeah, I bet.
Give me a brain
And
roll.
I just go like, 5. Nope, math. 7.
Okay. Yeah, your dad gives you a bit of a look like, oh, really?
There goes the tablecloth.
And you start having that. You start basically drawing this with the shepherd's pie. So it's kind of
I was about to say the shepherd's pie is really a real good medium for blood cult based drawings, of which this is. There's like definitely like a streaked handprint of blood going down, but just like the fingers doing it, and then I don't know, like some crosses across like a mess of orange and things behind it. So I do that.
Yeah, everyone just kind of watches you to get it out.
And Kels hardly ever does that at school. She's she usually has a notepad, not with her food.
Your dad gets up and is like, I'll get you another plate.
Thanks. Kels says.
So, Aspen, you guys finished watching your movie?
Okay, so do you want to watch another movie, or what would you like to do?
What can we do?
We could go see the magical creatures in the sanctuary. Or look at the garden.
Isn't it a little dark outside? It is nighttime now.
Fair point. We could watch.
I'm assuming you guys had dinner first, which is why you went home and just watched a movie.
Probably, yeah. Good. Tell ghost stories.
Oh, you know some ghost stories?
Yeah. A couple.
Sure, let's hear it.
Okay. So, one.
Do you have any scary movies?
Scary movies? Yeah.
We should watch one of those. It says M8. It's like, that's such a scary movie. Do you have any, like, slashers?
Yeah. Got it.
We should camp out in the sanctuary.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
Do you have Hunting Grounds 4?
I think so.
We should watch that and then go camping out in the sanctuary outside and then tell ghost stories.
Okay. Sounds like fun.
Liv speaks up and is like, absolutely not. I am sleeping in here. You guys can do that.
That's good. You can take the bed then. It's nice and comfy.
Fine by me.
Cool. She'll get out the movie and put it on.
Perfect. Phineas. It's getting late. What are you guys doing?
Well, if it's time to go back to our rooms, I suppose we get back to our rooms.
Okay.
But we make plans to meet for breakfast and stay huddled together in a defensive posture for the remainder of the weekend.
Fair enough. Gustav, Kels, after an awkward dinner, what are you guys doing? And your dad, after this awkward dinner, by the way, is like, by the way, door stays open. And when you guys go to bed, you sleep upstairs, he could sleep on the couch.
I think I need a grit roll immediately.
Sure, give me a grit roll.
Mortified. 7.
All right, give me a brains roll.
10.
Okay. Where are you having this vision?
I mean, probably if I can wait until I go upstairs to the room, I'm like, okay, Dad, sure. And then vision upstairs.
Cool. So you run upstairs after that. Gustav, what's your response to this?
Wide eyes, and then I sort of mumble like "yes, sir" and vaguely drift after Kells.
Okay.
Aspen, you guys are watching a scary movie.
Yep.
You doing anything during it, or just watching it?
Aspen would kind of glance around the room to see how people are reacting to the movie.
Emmy is smiling and laughing at certain parts. Ophelia is definitely jumping at all the jump scares for sure.
Aspen just thinks to herself, it's like, yeah, Philly's doing what Gustav would do. They're probably on the same page.
And she's definitely holding on to Emmy too when jump scares happen.
So go ahead.
Liv isn't super paying attention. Kels, you have your vision. You get back to your room.
It's a picture of a moose. It's a portrait of a moose, but the horns are hands, and I hate it. So that's cool. Cool.
Kels,
This is a more normal one.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
you've had an awful lot of mooses now.
I'm pretty sure it's just because we had a really long discussion about moose. And not for any other moose attack reasons.
Do you think that maybe the moose is a symbol of one of us? Aspen spent an awful long time reading about them, and Phineas
Hates them.
Well, yes, but Phineas thinks that baby moose are too tall and they have too long legs, and Phineas is very tall and haven't grown in a long time. Do you think it's representative of Phineas's feelings about his hack heritage?
He's a moose? A demon moose? Probably not. He's probably not a demon moose.
Oh. Sorry.
It's alright. It's good to hypothesize about things. Anyway, you want to play some video games?
Yes.
Perfect. I got the latest Super Smash Brothers. Let's go.
I have not played this once in my life. I shall mash all the buttons.
Oh. Yeah,
I mean,
that's...
sometimes in that game it
that'll-
works.
Yeah, it does. Sometimes. Depending on which
If you're
character
playing
you pick.
someone that... Yeah, that's true. Or if you just spam like down B on Pikachu or something the whole game, or keep turning into objects after floating up when you're Kirby. Cool.
And we roll off to see who it's right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Give me a... A fight roll? Sure.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
3.
11.
Yeah, you can clearly
The
tell that
unfair
she's
advantage.
played it and you have not played it. And she's pulling out moves you don't know how to do. Little final smash comes up, you're like, what the heck is that? She grabs it, just destroys you.
Let's go again. I'll beat you this time.
Yeah, I'll turn off items.
Oh my god.
He might give you
That's
the
so
sec.
much worse.
As I got a 4. Yeah.
2.
And yet I persevere.
Nice. Alright. Gustav, your pride's hurt a bit because she's just destroying you all night.
Kells,
Yeah.
can we see the blood moon from your house?
I mean, yes, it's the same as it's the moon, so you can see it from most places if it's not overcast.
Right. And it's on Sunday, right? Or Saturday?
Yeah, Sunday. That's why we're going back on Monday morning.
All right. So we've got 2 days then.
Yes.
Do you think we should look at it? In case,
I mean,
bats fly out of it or something.
I don't think it's going to do anything like visibly cool, because then everyone would see that and there'd be weird stories written about it in the nymph world,
Right.
Unless they disguise the moon? No, it's probably just something that does something else, I guess. I don't know. It'll probably look normal or bigger than usual.
I bet Spinnet can disguise the moon.
I mean, I guess if that's something that's needed. It'll probably be fine. Just gotta get through the weekend and hope my mom hasn't already decided to move me out of school. It'll be fine.
Surprised you're not going back.
Yeah. It'll be hard to move. Move what? When?
Aspen, you guys finished the movie. Give me a grit roll.
That's a mighty 2.
Yeah, this movie was scary. You're a bit unsettled, and maybe second guessing doing the camping part, because of course it took place with campers.
Oh, lovely. That's fun. That's fine. That's cool. But, gotta look brave in front of your crush. It's fine. All internalizing this commentary, not saying it out loud.
Cool. And May is like, all right, do you have a tent or something?
Yeah, I think it's in the basement.
Perfect. Let's go get it.
Okay. She'll lead the way to the basement. Open the door, and of course it's really dark. Go to turn on the light.
Oh, weird. It's not working.
Oh no.
You hear some movement downstairs. Down there.
It's probably just the wind. House creaks.
Or
occasionally.
ghost. Or poltergeist.
Maybe. I mean, I guess Tim's not here, so if there was a ghost, we could communicate it if he was here, but he's not, so yeah.
Are you gonna grab it?
Yeah. I think I know where it is.
Give me a flight roll.
Okay. That's a mighty 4. Oh, 5. It's a
Okay.
5.
You kind of lose your footing going down the stairs and kind of fall on your butt and fall down a few steps towards the bottom. You okay, Aspen?
I'm okay. Do this often, it's fine. Gotta really watch your step, because no sock feet on hardwood. Really slippery, kind of. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm good. Go around to where the tents are. Pull one out.
Give me a fight roll.
It's a 13.
Okay, yeah, you're able to get it out. Fine. You hear some of the other ones shift down, but they don't all fall down or anything.
Then carry it back up the stairs. Got it.
Cool. Where's a good place to go set this up?
Probably in, if you want to do it in a place where it's around the magical creatures, is like a spot that's outside that's with like smaller creatures that won't like trample onto the tent.
Okay, yeah, we'll follow you.
Birds to lead the way. Put it down on a flat spot. It's like the shape would.
Ophelia will use her light charm to just kind of hold it so you guys can see. Emmy's going to immediately start trying to put it together.
Aspen will help Emmy.
Give me a brains roll.
That's an 8.
Okay. You struggle a bit. Emmy has to be like, put that there and kind of direct you a bit, but you guys are able to get it up.
Thank you for the help.
All right, cool. This is bigger than I thought. This is going to be great. Let's go get our stuff.
Okay. Lead the way.
Grab their sleeping bags and stuff. She's like, we're going to need snacks. We're going to need some... Do you have any, like... I don't know, other creepy stuff?
We have Halloween or not Halloween, Hallows Eve decorations.
Eh. We should get stuff and scare Liv.
Okay.
Do you have, like, a mask or something?
I think so. Probably also in the basement.
Perfect. We should get that.
Okay. Aspen will go back to the basement. Try the light again.
It's still not working.
Go down the stairs.
In the dark.
Yep.
Okay, give me another flight roll.
That's a 5.
Okay. Same thing. You go down and you trip again in the same place.
Wow, I really
Good, Aspen.
Yeah. Apparently I don't learn from my mistakes. It's fine. Gotta be more careful next time. Or maybe the time after that. That's fine. So go to the section where they normally keep costume stuff from previous years. Find some masks.
Cool. Yeah, you'll grab some, bring them back up. You guys head back to the tent with all your loot. It's like, everyone knows you're not supposed to be the first one to fall asleep at a sleepover.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. Let's wait a bit just to make sure she's super asleep.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right, let's hear that ghost story you were talking about.
Okay. So, I had a friend in middle school who knew this girl. So she had a super large doll collection and really liked collecting dolls, which is creepy in itself. But she went to this antique store and saw this doll and asked the store clerk if it was for sale. The store clerk was like, "No, it's not for sale. It's super cursed." And the girl's like, "Well, I don't care. It's fine if it's cursed or whatever." So the sales clerk was like, "All right, but if something happens, don't blame me." She took the doll home with her, very happy that she got it for free. But when she got back to her apartment and stuff, the place was completely deserted. And it's like, this is interesting because usually it's really full and stuff, but it's like a ghost town. So she waited for the elevator to come down. It's taking a minute, but when she came down, the doors opened. She got in with her doll, holding it tightly. The doors closed, but the elevator did not move. It's like, and she thought maybe this was the curse of the doll. But then she started to feel the doll move in her hands. The doll looked up at her and said, "Press the button, bitch." That's how it ended.
Good one. Give me a charm roll.
That's a 9.
Anyways. Kels, good stuff. What are you guys doing now? You going to bed?
Yeah, if it's late
Yeah.
and Gustav is tired of losing Super Smash Brothers, we can go to bed. Which means I'm like,
Okay,
well, the bathroom's over there.
Yeah, I'll get changed in the bathroom and then wander downstairs in my gym jams, which are, you know, themed to the house colours, obviously. You know, pink silk with a little yellow lining.
Perfect. Kels' dad, we'll see you coming downstairs. Have a good night, Gustav.
You too.
Aspen. Emmy looks at the mask and stuff. She's like, okay, I think we should start with like just some scratching on the window, you know, at first, just to like wake her up a little bit,
Yeah.
and then pop up with the mask.
Sounds good.
And Ophelia be like, I don't know, this seems kind of mean.
I mean, isn't this part of what you should do at a sleepover?
I don't know, it just seems like a lot. It'd be different if we were all close friends, but like this is, you don't really know Liv very well.
I mean, during the spooky movie, she didn't seem seem to be scared or anything, so...
Give me a charm roll, Aspen.
Okay. An 8.
Okay. He's like, yes, this is going to be awesome. All right. So what do you guys do?
Aspen has like a werewolf mask, as you do. I actually have one in my basement right now. Don't actually know exactly where it is there, but I know we have one. No, I'm not gonna go get it.
No, yeah. We don't want you to trip down the stairs.
Yeah. And that's so she'll put it on.
It's like, okay, I'm going to go up first. And she's going to like kind of go up on a... She, of course, brought her broom in her backpack, so she's going to kind of sit near the window and start kind of scratching at it with like a twig or something, or like a branch. And you guys see the light go on. And Emmy kind of goes against the wall when she looks out. Okay. So, I spent.
Aspen will wait for Liv to look out the window and then jump up and go, roar!
She will give you a charm roll with intimidation. Your intimidation thing.
Can I use a major boon?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Apparently the dice really want it to be a 6.
We get the intimidation plus.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's with it.
Okay.
It's got a 2, and it's +1 because we're charming, innocent beings. +3, 6.
Okay. She stares at you, unimpressed.
Can you
And
tell
opens
it?
the window. And it's like, seriously, guys?
Can you tell I failed drama in school?
I'm surprised you took it at all.
Yeah, it was kind of a mandatory course to take for 1 year for some reason. School was weird.
I don't care. She slams the window down on you guys.
Have a nice night.
And of course, Emmy is like, well, not as fantastical as I had in my head, but oh well.
Yeah.
So you guys go back to the tent and go to bed?
Yeah, go back to the tent. Aspen will not go to bed right away. Just sit up.
Okay, give me a grit roll.
It's a 2.
You decide not to go to bed, but you kind of get kind of tired. And next thing you know, you've fallen asleep.
Okay.
In the middle of the night, you wake up to some really strange noises outside your tent.
being ever so slightly concerned, will look around the tent to see if Emmy and Ophelia are sleeping.
Yep, they're both asleep in the tent.
So try to quietly move over to open the tent to look out.
Give me a grit roll.
Oh boy. Come on. It's a 2.
You see a werewolf.
That's fun. Just slowly zip it back up. Just nope. Just go back and sit there. Reach for the wand. Just hold it staring at the tent door.
You see it, can hear it moving around.
Oh boy. Just be calm. This is fine. Nothing to worry about.
You hear it hit the tent.
Oh god. Definitely shaking.
You're just letting Emmy and Ophelia sleep.
It could be nothing still. It's fine. Maybe it's just my imagination. I don't know.
I mean, you looked out. It looked like a werewolf. Or something like it.
Maybe I should try to poke Emmy awake.
What? What?
I think there's a werewolf outside.
What? It's not even a full moon. What are you talking about? It's just a movie, Aspen.
Right. Sorry.
She goes back to sleep. You start to hear the tent start to unzip.
Aspen gets ready to use the knockback spell.
But you don't wake up anybody else or anything either?
Nope.
Okay. Do that. It unopens. And then something comes flying at you.
Cast the knockback spell towards.
I mean, yeah, fight roll.
Okay. That's a 4.
Including your magic
Oh,
dice.
you
Oh,
hit the
magic.
10. Oh, okay. Yeah, use a magic die.
It's a 7.
I mean, okay, yeah. So you hit the tent and knock the tent off forward and send you guys kind of tumbling. So now you guys are like, everybody's awake in the tent. You guys are like, and on the side of the tent, and the tent is almost upside down. Like, what the heck was that?
Something flew in. Or, I don't. Looking around to see if there's some random item or something.
Kind of a jumbled mess of blankets and pillows and things. So,
Something came into the tent. I don't know what it was. Tried to protect us. Failed horribly.
okay. Well, what? You don't know what it was? Was it like a creature? Did you just try to like kill one of your creatures?
Maybe. I don't think so, though.
Okay. Aspen, you feel something grab your ankle.
It's like, oh no, it's got me. Tell my parents I love them.
It climbs up, and it's a little monkey-like creature that you know is from your sanctuary.
Like suddenly the panic ends. It's like, oh, it's fine. Everything's fine. It's all good. Were you scared?
You sure you're okay, Aspen?
I'm totally fine. Definitely.
Kind of freaked out there. There's like food everywhere. We're not gonna be able to. I spilled my drink. It's on your pillow.
It's fine. It'll dry out.
All right, you gotta get out of the tent because it is all sideways and stuff. So you guys will need to reset it.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. You go out of the tent, and something else grabs you. It's your size with the werewolf mask.
Aspen will attempt to punch.
White roll.
Oh boy. Oh no. It's a 39.
Oh god, okay. So you punch this figure, and they just crumple to the ground. And Emmy and Ophelia exit. They're like, "Oh my god, Aspen!" And they turn on their flashlights, and you see it's clearly one of the twins in the werewolf mask. And Emmy will go over and be like, "Oh my god, Ophelia, are you okay?"
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
And she is dead. You killed her. No, she's knocked out.
It's like, oh no.
What do we do?
We should take her to the clinic, to the medical area.
You have a 24-hour clinic on the sanctuary?
It's usually for the magical creatures. You know.
She's not a magical creature, Aspen.
Yeah, but it should have like pain meds and stuff.
Okay.
Or we could just take her inside to my parents.
Probably a better idea than just grabbing random pain meds.
Probably. Very much better.
Cool.
So
Emmy picks up Ophelia. Liv is like, I told you she was going to be scared.
Aspen will lead the way, feeling very guilty. Marks the guilty condition. Lead the way to her parents.
Cool. So you're at your parents' room.
Knock on the door.
Like, yeah, kind of slow. It's like, is everything okay?
I knocked out one of my friends.
Oh my god. You hear some shuffling around in there. Your dad comes out, like, quickly pulling on just a random sanctuary hoodie, heading out. Like, what happened? You guys messing around with the creatures? You know that horse kicks.
No, I got scared when someone, I guess, brushed against my shoulder, and gut reaction was to punch it. And so I did, I guess, did it too hard. Now she's knocked unconscious.
Oh god, okay.
Really
Yeah. I'm gonna drive her to the clinic.
Okay.
So he's gonna take her, go to a, not the sanctuary, like, preacher clinic, like an actual clinic. Your mom is like, what? What were you, what, why?
We watched a scary movie. I guess I was scared from that. Also scared of the dark Loki. Dark enclosed spaces.
But you mean like a tent?
Yeah. Exactly like a tent.
All right. What? We'll deal with this. I'm sure she's fine. I'll get her checked out at the local clinic. You two just go back to your room. Or you three, go back to your room. Try to get some sleep. No more scary movies or anything. No shenanigans.
Okay. On the way, Aspen will be like, do you want me to grab you some ice cream?
To who?
To Emmy and Liv.
I think your mom's kind of mad. I think we should just go straight back to your room.
Okay.
You guys go a bit back, and it's like, Emmy's like, should we hide the tent and stuff?
Nah, it's probably fine.
You guys go to bed?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Zero, Phineas, Tim, and 2K, you guys meet up for breakfast after a nice, relaxing rest. Actually, Phineas, give me a brain or grit roll.
Eight on grid.
Okay. You definitely know you had a dream, for sure. Another one that was very blood-filled.
I will mention that to Tim.
Yeah, same.
Any more intel? Recognizable faces?
No one I recognize.
So you have them in your dreams and also when you, like...
When I touch someone, it's of the person I make contact.
I see. Oh well. I'm sure it isn't a foreboding of what's going to happen any minute now. Or maybe nothing will happen.
Yeah, it's always just possibilities.
Yeah. Likelihoods.
2K joins you guys.
Be sure to eat plenty, Calder. Just because I'm not sure, maybe tomorrow we'll be in a spot where food service isn't available.
How long are we going to be down there?
I assume all day. Because isn't it the day? Oh, wait a second. Is the moon
Just
tonight and tomorrow morning, or is the moon tomorrow night
Sunday
and Monday
into
morning?
Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. Technically early Monday morning,
Okay.
I think.
So
Wait, no. It's Saturday night into
Monday morning.
Sunday, I think.
Yeah.
Let me double check. Yeah, November 7th to 8th. So, and it would be.
It's
Yeah,
now.
so
It's now. Is
more
what you're saying.
Monday morning.
Monday morning. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Cool. So maybe not
right
during
now.
the day. Maybe it's just tomorrow night. Don't know. But anyway, Gustav explicitly told me to make sure that you ate, which is strange. But I'm doing it. I'm sure everything's going fine with them. I'm sure Aspen has only punched out one of her friends. I mean, look, you don't have to be an oracle to see that coming. I'm sure Kel's mother has been very strange toward Gustav. What are we going to do today? Study?
I guess we could do that. Is that how you guys usually spend your weekends?
Studying, deciphering visions, running from someone trying to murder us, solving mysteries. You know, kind of depends. Organizing parties and contests. Visiting the village. Narrowly avoiding dying in a carriage accident on the way back from the village. Have you been to the village, Tim?
No.
No.
Not since before I came here.
Ah, well, you're not missing a lot.
Cool. Tells Gustav. Gustav, you wake up to the smell of breakfast being cooked because you're in the living room sleeping on the couch.
I'm going to go get changed into normal clothes before I go to breakfast.
Okay. Kels, are you gonna wait until your parents come get you for breakfast, or do you wake up early, or what do you do?
I probably snooze a little bit, but since Gustav is here and I know he's out there with my parents and it's probably awkward, I'll get up and dress a little sooner and come down from breakfast before being told. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
As Kels walks into the room, I'm telling them all about my adventures in Flying Club, doing little things in the kiddie area, and then I mention, oh, Coach Harding, he clearly likes Kels. She's such a good flyer. He thinks the world of her, really.
Your dad's making pancakes? Really? Who else really likes Kels?
Well, I guess all of her teachers are fond of her in their own way.
Yeah.
Kels is
What
like,
about you?
how can I tell him?
Me? Oh. Well, I guess Miss Mesmer likes me. I tried to gift her a cactus once, but my transfiguration isn't that good, so...
You tried to give your teacher a transfigured cactus?
it got away from me.
Right, but why? Does she really like cactuses or something?
I think everybody really likes cactuses.
Okay. And he'll look over his shoulder and see you cows like, oh, hey, good morning. I'm
Good
almost done if you guys
morning.
want to take a seat.
Yeah. I'll take a seat where Dad can't see my face, and I'm just looking at Gustav like, stop whatever you're talking about.
Right. Kels, I had the funniest dream. That about snakes.
Okay.
And they were being
Cool.
eaten by mooses. What did you dream about?
I don't usually remember my dreams, so there's that. Is there anything you wanted to do today while we're in town? We could get some stuff to take back to school, or we could go to like the aquarium or the field museum.
The museum would be nice.
Dad, can we go to the museum?
Yeah, sure. That sounds like fun.
Yes.
Are you guys talking about a different museum?
Like just the museum complex in Chicago. Downtown.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So NIMP stuff, yeah.
Okay, yeah. He'll give you guys some pancakes, stuff to put on
Thank you
them.
very much.
Aspen,
Yep.
you wake up to your parents knocking on the door. You can tell it's pretty early too. So you guys all wake up. It's you, Emmy, and Liv.
Aspen will open the door.
Why don't you guys go ahead and get dressed? Start getting up.
Okay. Aspen will take her clothes and go to the bathroom and change there and then come back out.
Yeah, you'll see them. They're getting up and everything. While you were changing, parents were talking to them. They're like, so we're going to go ahead and take the others home. We had to call their parents, tell them about what happened, obviously. So we're going to take them elsewhere because they're not super happy about what happened last night.
Okay. It's fun to hang out with you guys, though.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do this another time without the punchy stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe in the daytime when it's not so dark.
Right. So you guys go ahead and they start packing up their stuff and everything, and parents take them. You head down for breakfast where Jor and your sister are sitting. Fun night?
Sure, I guess. I mean, at least they're heading to their own homes and not back to the school, so that's good.
Right.
So did you have a fun night?
Yeah, well, I only punched Jor-El a couple of times, so
Ah,
he can take a hit though. So
do you sleep on the couch?
yeah.
That's good. That's good.
When he's taking a bite, he's like, "Yep."
So, what's for breakfast?
I don't know, what do your parents usually make?
Probably like eggs, and bacon.
Yeah, it's fine.
Spin would just eat her stuff.
Awkwardly.
Looking
Okay.
at Jor. Not like directly staring at him, but like to the point where it's like I'm looking at stuff behind you, but also it looks like I'm looking at you, but I'm not looking at you because I'm looking at the
Like
clock
staring
behind
through.
you.
Cool. Well, we're gonna go tour the sanctuary. Have fun doing whatever it is you're gonna do now. She
Yeah,
grabs
probably help out.
Jor and drags him away.
You have fun too.
Cool.
But that went well.
Phineas, Tim, and Calder, what are you guys doing? Just chilling in the library
Yeah, probably.
again?
Doing transmutation exercises and just like little small things, and trying to find any additional, probably pulling down a book of runes, and maybe working with Tim to see if we can't deduce anything about the origin of the runes that were related to Serpentis.
Give me a brains roll.
Oh dear. Oh,
Yeah, not much. I mean, you can tell it's old for sure. Uh, yeah. Phineas, do you have any siblings?
oh. No.
No.
Not that I know of. Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, older or younger?
Younger.
Like a lot younger, or young enough, or old enough that you had a lot in common or have a lot in common?
I don't know. Like, not super younger. I mean, like 3, 4 years younger.
Are they especially gifted?
No, it's not that I know of.
Hmm. And do you get along?
I mean, I don't talk to them anymore, so
Yeah, that's right. Did you get along? Do you miss them?
yeah.
Hmm. What do you do on school breaks?
Just hang around here, I guess. I mean, we haven't had a school break yet. I'll
Hmm.
probably go to the foster parents' place.
Hmm. Would you like to get in contact with your sibling? Do you think it would be appropriate?
Or I'm not allowed.
Well, I know. But are you not allowed by your parents, or are you not allowed by, like, the law or something?
Both.
Really? That seems unusually restrictive.
Well, it's because my specific situation, so it would ruin the perception that I'm still in a mental facility.
The illusion.
Right.
Well, and if they're a few years younger than you, they're perhaps a bit too young to understand. But that won't always be the case. Do you plan to keep up the illusion after you graduate school? Tim stares into the depths.
Kels,
Yeah.
I've never been to the museum before. Or at least, well, my dad once burnt a piece of fish. So whenever I go to my mom's, she gets us sushi on the first night.
Hmm.
Well, we do that instead of going to museums because I don't know. So, what's your favorite
You didn't
exhibit?
go on any for a school trip? Well, at any rate, the Field Museum has Sue the dinosaur, which is the coolest dinosaur, obviously. And there's a lot of stuff about history and things, so that's cool. And it's right by the aquarium, and it's by the lake. It'll probably be busy because it's the weekend, though, but that's all right.
So, why don't they just let all the fish out of the aquarium into the lake?
Well, I mean, they're like rare species of fish and stuff, not like, lake fish. You can probably find some there.
So we're going to see the dinosaur first, right?
Yeah, obviously. I don't even know we'll have time for the aquarium. Museum's huge.
What is Sue? Like a triceratops?
No, a T-Rex. The
Does she have really
biggest
small
of dinosaurs.
Does she have really small arms?
Yeah. Obviously. As you do.
Right.
School always took us on field trips there, though. I guess you're not from the Chicago area, so there's that.
I'm from the Cashman area, from Artemis, but I'm from further south,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
So I don't know how to ask you this. I'm glad your parents aren't around. What happened to your dad?
What do you mean?
I mean, your name is Michaels, and your mum's name is McAllister.
MacArthur.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Well, my parents are divorced, and sometimes they've dated other people afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if that's what happened with your parents.
No, my mom just didn't change her name when she got married, which is a thing some people do. Especially if you have a career and people know you with one name, it's weird sometimes to change your name. And some people do it, but some people don't. So she didn't change her name. But I have my dad's last name because that's how you do it, I guess.
Oh. I mean, I'm happy for you. But I did kind of want to be similar to each other. You know?
Hmm?
I just wanted a friend like me, that's all.
Oh,
Who
that
can
is
talk
similar
about
kind of. I mean, you do bring up the thing a lot. It's not something that I've had to deal with. And neither is Aspen, and Phineas is weird. So it's kind of different. I'm sure there's other kids that have a similar situation. Or you could talk to the counselor about it. There's always that.
Dr. Katz, you mean? Or like the
Well,
counselor?
the universal counselor, who you've definitely seen, right? We've all seen our counselors off screen.
100% been seeing my counselor.
Yes, and your counselor is at the bottom over a little Mr. Felth. Yeah, the one with the big ears. That's the one.
Rude.
His ears aren't that big. Sometimes when I go
They're
see
kind
him,
of big.
I wear my earmuffs and he wears his, and
And they fit over his ears, huh?
sometimes when we're doing our counselling sessions, we go for a walk around the school grounds, you know, as we're doing it, and it's windy, so that's my protection. And I never see his ears poking out from under his earmuffs.
How big are his earmuffs?
They're perfectly normal sized earmuffs.
Are you sure they're normal size? Because, like, his ears are really big. Like, I haven't even talked to him that much.
I'm sure if you get to know him, then you'll find out that he's a quite nice person with slightly larger than average ears.
Maybe he can hear this conversation right now. Just a huge fire is burning on his large ears.
Anyway, thank you for telling me about the Chicago Museum.
Yes.
We're going there soon, but you know, it's good to know about these things before, so you're not surprised.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I feel like Phineas was talking to somebody just a minute ago. For some reason.
Yeah, you were talking to Tim before. Tim just had to go to the bathroom real quick.
Right. No, I was asking, so if after we all graduate, do you intend to keep up the illusion and leave the nymph world behind? Or do you want to reconnect?
I don't think I'll reconnect. Maybe with my sister. Definitely not my parents.
Understandable.
I'm kind of hoping she turns out to be something. I mean, in theory, if she did, she would go here when I'm a fourth year.
Oh, I see, yes. Now, so when a child of nymph parents is determined to be magical, I assume that in general the parents are informed.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work.
Oh,
I wonder what happens if the parents say no.
I know, right? Also, it's amazing to me that allegedly the secret has been kept so well, because there must be thousands of children who've been through the school who have nymph parents who know about the magical world, and yet somehow they all have kept it a secret. Seems unlikely.
They have a whole division for that.
Oh, enforcement or something. Well, I don't know. I don't really think that our origin matters that much. Is what I've decided. I think it matters for some people. I think some people are very like their families. And I certainly wouldn't want to take away or diminish any of the pleasure they find in that. But I think other people who are unusual, let's say, are very different from how they were raised and where they came from. I think that's all right too. And in fact, it might be a very good thing.
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, I'm quite glad I'm not like how I was raised. As I suspect is everyone else.
Yeah. I would say so. I'm sure 2K is happy to not be like his dad.
Yeah, we're our own people. We can do what we want. Within reason. But do you ever miss it?
Not particularly. My parents were really strict, very religious. A lot of church and youth group, and not a lot of censored stuff. So
Chanting
even
and cauldrons.
some stuff
yes.
that what?
Never mind. Go ahead.
No. Anything like that, my parents thought was related to Satan. So. Yeah. So even stuff that some other NIMP kids know about, I don't know about.
Oh. Like what?
I couldn't watch most cartoons and video games and stuff because they were too violent or were of the devil, whatever. Certain music.
What's the silliest thing you've learned about ordinary NIMP world since you've been here?
The silliest thing I've learned about ordinary NIMP world. I mean, I also don't talk to a lot of people, to be honest. I don't know. I have to think about that one. What's the silliest thing you've learned about the ordinary NIMP world?
Well, it's not even really about the NIMP world. It's about people in general. The obsessive focus on appearance and the idolization of celebrities seem incredibly silly to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
And sports, which is kind of the same thing. I understand how people who play sports would enjoy it, but I've never understood the spectator perspective. And our team won, we won. Well, you didn't though. You didn't play. You just sat there.
Right. Yeah, the weird one for me was in the NIMP world, we have, I mean, I'm sure they have it here too, but you'll have college sports. And there'll be people that didn't go to the college that are like diehard fans of that college, even though they didn't go to it. It's really weird.
Well, you know, fan is sourced from the word fanatic.
Right.
So I think it might be some as yet undiagnosed form of mental illness that is quite pervasive in culture at large.
I can get it if it's like a regular sports team that's that area. Because then it's like, okay, yeah, this is my hometown team. But the college one always confused me.
Yeah. I'm afraid it all confuses me. Caldra, what's the strangest thing you've learned about regular people? Or the silliest?
It is stuff we learned earlier this week.
Oh, about the hooking up. Yes. So, yes, we were. So Kel's shared a bunch of books with us, and then we were sent to the doctor to explain some things. So
that's probably for the best.
Well, it's not like I didn't know the mechanics. It's just that the layers of context are confusing. And the whole baby thing. Ugh.
Yeah, babies always creeped me out. People always try to get you to hold them. It's like, no. They're all always gross and sticky and wet and like...
Yes.
Just... I'm always afraid they're going to throw up on me or I'm going to drop them or something and put a dent in the head.
Mm.
Yeah, thank you. Accident waiting to happen.
It's remarkable that the species has survived as long as it has. Anyway, people are strange.
Yeah.
Maybe we're not maybe we aren't the strange ones. Maybe they are. Or maybe it's just all a matter of perspective.
Right.
All right. Well. Library.
Sure. Kels, Gustav, Aspen. Oh, Aspen. Yeah, what are you doing today? Now that you are alone.
Probably asked to help out around the sanctuary, like help clean up creature poop or whatnot. Just like grunt work.
Okay. Kels, Gustav, you guys go to the museum?
Yeah.
Sue first.
You going what?
To see Sue.
The dinosaur.
Oh, okay.
The T-Rex. The T-Rex. Kel's, of course, well, she has a notebook out and ready, like she's taking notes or sketching things at the museum just in case, because it's weird otherwise.
Fair enough. You guys have any plans for after the museum?
No. We're bad at plans. There'll probably be ice cream involved.
Whenever we plan, it often takes 2 or 3 conversations going over the same ground.
Listen, there's like a set of 3 museums. We'll be good till dinner.
There is an aquarium, which has lots of rare fish in it, that are not fit to be released into the lake.
Yeah.
Were you aware that sea turtles, have inward-pointing spines in their spiral stomachs so that they can swallow jellyfish?
Oh, I was not aware. That's weird. I bet Aspen would love it.
My mum tells me things when we eat sushi about what we're eating. It's kind of weird.
You were eating sea turtle?
Well, no, but it's sort of got there. Conversations.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Your dad is going to take you guys to lunch. And then he's going to take you to the Galloping Ghost, which is an arcade place that has like all the old classic arcade machines. Because he, of course, thinks that is the height of entertainment.
And he's an MP, right?
Yeah.
And this is...
Yeah, like an imp arcade. It's a real one in Chicago, or just outside Chicago, Brooksfield, whatever.
Yeah.
Is that the? Do you remember on the PC? There's the Flipper game. Is that the same?
I think they probably have some pinball machines in here.
They do.
Cause that's yeah.
They definitely have a bunch of pinball machines.
Okay. Yeah, there's the pinball machines, and then there's this old one here. It's like the side-scrolling Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one.
Yep.
And
they got the X-Men, Joust, Galaga, the old Indiana Jones one, the Sniper one, all the different stuff.
Yeah, I assume Kels has probably been here before, because if this is the height of entertainment, then obviously he's taking her here. He's like, so she's like, yeah, this one here, and this one's cool, and this one's boring because it's super old, and so on. Careful analysis.
Well, I definitely ought to play the Indiana Jones one first. He's not as cool as Lara Croft, but, you know, what can you do?
Your dad will definitely challenge you to some games as well.
Yes. I'm out of practice. I'm going to do my best.
Give me a fight roll.
Oh, exploded.
Oh, you might. Yeah, well.
I don't know what his stats are. That is a 22.
Okay, yeah, you did.
Yes.
Always comes a time in a kid's life where they surpass their father. It's sad, but I'm proud.
Thanks.
Mr. Michaels.
Yes.
How did you meet Mrs. MacArthur?
Well, I was working a case. Figured out there was more going on than made sense. Turns out there was magic involved. Took me a while to figure that out, because, you know, once you eliminate all possible and all that is left is the impossible, sometimes you kind of have to start going down those avenues.
Oh, so you're a police officer then? Or a private detective? Or an accountant?
Private detective now.
That must be a lot of fun.
Yeah, can be. We always liked puzzles, you know.
We kind of like puzzles too, don't we, Kels?
Yeah. There's a lot of them sometimes.
Oh yeah. Have you been having visions lately that you haven't been able to figure out?
Yes. A lot. Like a lot. So like there was this potion that I took during like on accident during a thing. It was a whole thing. Mom probably told you about it. At any rate, it's been getting weird after that. More weird.
Accidental ingestion of the potion, yes.
Yeah. Because I guess it makes things happen more often or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's certainly not related to any other reasons.
Yep.
Anyway, Kels is ready for this. She pulls out the well, assuming that they are not in a more private corner of wherever, but it doesn't really matter too much. And also that her mom isn't here, which I kind of assumed was the case.
Maybe she probably would have tagged along for the museum, but maybe not the galloping ghost if you had to grade papers or something.
Yeah. So if that's the case, then I'm going to take the vision piles that I set aside, the more hidden ones, and be like, so there's all this stuff. So Miss Mesmer, so she's the teacher that's my mentor, kind of, has kind of told me, like, I don't even worry about things as much because it probably won't affect me and everything changes anyway. But I don't know. Some of these I haven't really figured out. Some of them I have. We've rescued a Dreco, and that was fun.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
As Kels mentions Miss Mesmer, I mime a cactus behind her back towards him.
Right. So are you showing him the visions?
Yes.
All of them, or just the other book, the decoy book?
All of them.
Okay. So he'll look at them. He's like, some of these are a little graphic.
Oh, the banana things are because Kels was eating lots of bananas.
It made everything banana related. That was weird.
I'm going to be honest, my priority is more on the ones with blood. And this creepy looking moose, caribou, whatever that is situation going on.
That's new. And that's Aeneas was talking about how he didn't like moose and describing how scary baby moose were. So now I got 2 of them running around. And I don't know if that's like going to be a thing or if it's just because we talked about moose.
Mr. Michaels?
Yeah.
Is moose meat called venison too, or is it like a separate? Because the banana thing was because Kels was eating lots of bananas, and it was Halloween recently, so I was wondering if one of the dishes was a bit odd.
They wouldn't serve moose, right?
Maybe one of the cooks was a Canadian.
I don't know. I think typically when people are feeding you venison, like, I guess moose would work, but I think most people would assume it's coming from, like, deer. So it'd be weird if they didn't specify it was coming from something like that.
That makes sense.
So are any of these visions resolved, or do you have any running theories?
I will point out, like, I think sectionally it'll be like, well, these are resolved. And I'll say this stuff is probably because of the reason why we're here this weekend, I'm guessing. I don't know how much Mom tells you about what's going on for magical things.
The blood moon this weekend.
Yeah, that. I assume it's related to that. For those ones.
And this kid and its demon vampire mirror image thing going on?
Yeah, that's probably resolved. I think the situation might have fixed itself.
Fixed itself how?
Well, there's a whole thing with 2K. That's Calder. But I think he's
blood cold kid, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's fine now because Professor Levi is back.
He hasn't been in a cult for ages.
It's been less
He's
than
14 now. His birthday was a few days ago. He didn't even tell us. But we held him a birthday party anyway.
Oh, that's nice. So, and he looks at your little crossroads one, reads through it. Okay, so he was debating whether or not to use blood magic, I assume.
Yeah, and we're like, you shouldn't do that. And then I think because Professor Levi's back, he's going to make good decisions because that's like his guardian now. Because he was gone for a bit. So I'm assuming he was going through it.
Okay, and he's the lamb, is what you're thinking as well?
Yeah, that's been a theme for some of them.
Well, it's interesting he has the lion shadow versus like a wolf or something.
Huh. Why is that?
Yeah, but lions aren't. I feel like a wolf portrays something a little bit more sinister than a lion would.
Well, I've seen The Lion King, and Scar is not a very nice person.
That's true.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I've had some other ones involving animals representing people before. I don't remember if there's a wolf one because some of them were confiscated because of the stuff at the start of the year. And those ones had a lot of animals.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there was a wolf, though. Wait, no, there definitely was a wolf. There was a wolf in that one, but that wasn't... I just assumed that it was a lion because lions are, like, powerful. And,
Right. I think that's... I mean, who knows? But a lion to me represents more power than it would evil, I guess.
yeah. I don't think he has ill intentions with his actions.
Gotcha. Well, that makes sense with the little cryptic words with Blood's embrace, secrets may unfold, the power to battle, face the dark tide. So it's clearly it's powerful. But there are those that would lock them inside because it's illegal. Yeah.
Mr. Michaels, 2K is the meekest person I know. I feel like it was just a sort of teenager thing. And it's not serious. Because he's nice. 2K is nice. Everybody likes him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it could just represent that, yeah, he appears meek, but somewhere inside could be something that's a lot more dangerous and powerful.
Yeah. The very illegal blood magic.
Right. And I assume this other one with the head thing is either him struggling with using blood magic and it being on the mind, or him succumbing to whatever the thrall, but with it.
Yeah. That could track.
Yeah. Heart rate.
Oh, I think these... Yeah.
And then so what do you think the well is?
I don't know. I drew that when I got here.
Well, could be... Okay. It could be like a well running dry because it's grabbing nothing. Or that could just be a perspective of it trying to show that there's something inside. Bucket's dented. I don't know if that's significant.
Maybe it's an actual well. Do you have a well on your property, Mr. Michaels?
I don't. No. So about these drug ones.
The what ones?
The drugs.
The pill?
The pill, the spaceman walking out to a bunch of Kush forest.
A what forest?
Like a bunch of marijuana. Weed.
Squints at it. What? Oh. Oh.
I mean, it looks very
Yeah.
drug-like to me.
Huh.
And then the other two with the mushrooms and the syringe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There might be a drug problem at school or something.
But we know better, right?
Yes, we know better. We don't do drugs. Right, Gustav?
Yes.
Interesting. Aspen, you're just still helping out around all day, not doing anything else, or?
She's doing her best to help out, but also if she spots her sister and Jarl on the tour, she's gonna spy on them, pop behind a bush, and do it.
Give me a fight roll. Or is it fight? It's the him, right? Yeah. We'll see if they...
It's a 5.
Oh, okay. I think well, one definitely already beat you. Oh, yeah. Okay. As you keep going, your sister magically casts something, and a bucket of water just goes into the bush and soaks you. Nora looks behind. She's like, "Oh, sorry. It just looked like that bush needed some watering."
This one's would be like, we'll put a bucket of water here. That's fun. Go back and get changed.
Oh, Phineas, you guys are kind of just chilling all day.
Yeah, just trying to distract ourselves from the struggle for life that we will face tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Getting to know each other.
Right. Say nothing too eventful happens throughout that. Sunday. Hells, give me a brains roll.
Okay. Is this for vision stuff or something else?
Vision stuff, yeah.
Okay. 17. I'll also say that Kels will probably tell her dad when they're done looking at the visions, like, hey, so mom doesn't like it when I have visions that are bad things and takes them away. So if you are going to talk to her about this, can you wait till I'm back at school?
Ah, I see. Yeah. I've already seen the one, that bloody moon one that she brought back.
Yeah.
Which seems to go with all of this, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. What did you roll again? 17?
Yeah, 17.
Okay. Are you good with 17?
Do you Do you want to be high? You want like a 20 or something? Is that nice?
If you get above 20, it'll be a different vision. If you stick with 17, it'll be another vision. It's up to you.
At 20 or above?
20. Yeah, 20's fine. It's fine.
All right. I'll spend adversity tokens
Okay.
to get it to 20.
The adversity tokens mean that our dinner that night was moose.
All moose all the time.
Hmm. You get that vision on Sunday. Phineas, Professor Levi, get you guys. Okay. So we got a room set up that you guys can spend the night in. You might want to bring some pillows and blankets and stuff, though.
It'll be like
Whatever
a
else
slumber party.
Sure. But yeah, whenever you go for bed checks tonight, you guys can just come to Professor Ames and we'll walk you guys down there.
Excellent.
Or he will. I'll be busy.
We will do so.
Okay. Aspen, what are you doing today? We're the same?
Yeah. Or helping out where needed, and then also spying on sister and quote unquote friend.
Give me a flight roll.
Okay. So 2.
You're following, and as you go to like creep up behind, you knock down just a bunch of pails and stuff that just makes a bunch of clattering noises and stuff. And your sister turns around and is like, "What are you doing?"
Oh no, who put all those pails there? Whoops, just gotta clean them up. Don't mind me. I'm just, doing good, doing housework, being the bestest child I can be.
Why are you following us, dweeb?
No reason.
Well, stop following us. It's weird.
Okay.
No, go back off. Are you gonna keep following them?
Yeah.
Give me a flight roll.
Flight.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 3.
As they're going through the stables, the horse creatures, all the equine creatures, betray you and react when you're walking through. So of course they turn around again, and she's like, "Oh my God, Aspen! I'm telling Mom."
Don't do that. I'll give you cookies.
I don't want cookies. I want you to stop following us.
Okay.
Okay, you said okay last time.
I will stop following you and go back to doing housework.
Give me a charm roll. You difficulty 12.
Can I use a major boon?
Yes.
We have one. Oh boy. An 8 is not less than 5, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it's an 8.
Okay. She storms off. Mom! Let's go to the house, finds your mom. Is like, tell Aspen to stop following us. We keep catching her, and she just keeps doing it. She won't leave us alone.
I
Your
just
mom.
adore my sister so much.
Aspen, stop bugging your big sister. It's a big sanctuary. You guys have so much room to spread out and do other stuff.
Okay. I will stop following her and do other stuff over there. Away from her.
Cool, let's see you walk.
Aspen will walk away.
Phineas, what are you guys doing?
Honestly, probably studying, getting a head start on the rest of the week. I mean, Kels isn't here to force us.
True.
But maybe there's a project due next week that we work on.
Okay. Gustav, Kels.
All right, so the vision was of... Okay, the first thought that went in my head is Assassin's Creed looking guy, but he's like definitely a blood cultist, and in his... It's like a upper body picture, and in his chest are like jail cell doors and lights. So like someone's escaping, and I hope it's not 2K's dad, because that'd be a problem. So this is a little more worrying, though not unexpected in a general sense. So I think I'd actually show this to Gustav in the morning and be like, look at this.
That looks a bit like an older Caldor.
Yeah,
Do you
a
think-
bit, not quite.
Do you think that the open doors in his chest mean that 2K feels empty inside?
I was thinking this is a blood cultist escaping from prison. On this, the day of the blood moon.
Oh. We have to get to 2K. Now.
No, what? No.
If
First of all,
Concussions is escaping, we have to get to 2K. We have to protect him.
Okay. How old are we?
14.
Okay. How much magic have we learned? What are our main combat spells? Tell me quickly.
We have deflection spell. We have a knockback spell.
Uh-huh.
We have a disarming spell.
Uh-huh.
Fireball.
And how many... Okay, you have that, apparently. And how many of those worked really good against Rodney, who apparently was a bargain basement blood cultist?
Well, Phineas turned out alright.
Oh, it's in my head again. Oh, he was so dead. Okay, anyway, listen.
We've got our brains.
First of all-
We can fly back. We can get to the school and we can warn Phineas and 2K. And even if we can't fight, 2K will still have a chance to run or hide. They need to know.
Just so you know, she has her permit. She is not allowed to just fly across country on her boat.
Yeah, like, that's a cross-country flight. I don't think you understand how much more difficult that would be. We're in Chicago. The school's over on the East Coast.
It might take maybe 2 hours, a bit more, but we can do it.
I don't think you he could fly as fast as a plane, not at our level. And you need special protections, and there's like a whole subsection of like supersonic flight that is highly complicated to get correctly. There's been many. We can probably get some information to people at the school who needs to know. I think that's what we can do from here. Because Mom is certainly not letting us leave.
They had those public use orbs, right? The crystal balls. Does your mum have a crystal ball that we could use to call them?
Yes.
Yeah. You guys have a house crystal ball.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could call them.
So, let's go.
All right. So we head down for breakfast, making a suspicious phone call, I guess.
Every moment that we waste is a moment that 2K could be. It is a moment that a cultist is getting closer to 2K.
I mean, okay, first of all, it's probably not happening until the blood moon happens, because that's where they get their power. Second of all, I assume the school anticipated this, like everyone's on guard. So unless there's like some sort of precaution they forgot that's not in the vision or something. Or this isn't much more helpful than he's going to escape, and I'm sure they're probably going to try to escape is probably something they're aware of. So it's not like new information.
You wouldn't feel guilty if the cultist escaped and you hadn't tried to warn anyone.
Hey, yeah, we're going to call the school.
All right.
Are you guys trying to do so stealthily?
I mean, I think we're just going over to the crystal ball and not asking if we can make a phone call, but I don't think you can stealthily make a crystal ball phone call.
Right. Who are you trying to call?
Gosh, I guess I've usually just called out probably at an expected time rather than calling in. Professor Levi? Or can you just call the public one and yell at somebody until they answer?
Contact the school publicly. Yeah, you can just the administration office.
Yeah, the administration, and just be like, "Can I talk to Professor Levi, please?"
Okay. Give me a charm roll. So difficulty 10.
I got a 12.
Nice. So
Convenient exploding dice.
someone will answer like Artemis Academy.
Hi, this is Kel's, my last name, Michaels, and could I speak to Professor Levi, please? I go to the school.
What is this regarding?
A vision thing. I thought he could consult with me on quick. Because he knows
You
about
mean
stuff
Miss
like that.
Mesmer?
No, Professor Levi should be fine. I mean, Miss Mesmer would work too.
Let me check if he's around. Give me your mom will come up. It's like, who are you calling?
The school.
Why?
I had a weird vision. Just thought I'd call and check in with the professors quick.
Of what?
I'll show you after the call.
And at that moment, Professor Levi was like, Professor Levi.
Elsa's just like, she's right here. Oh, well, anyway.
Oh, she's hovering over your shoulder.
Yeah, so I was just like, okay. Hi, Professor Levi, this is Kels.
Oh, hey. Yeah.
Sorry, I just had a vision this morning, and I don't know if it's like information that people wouldn't already be guessing, but I got this. It's like a blood cultist guy, and he has like a jail cell in his chest that's open.
Like takes
So, yeah, like, you know,
the
I just thought maybe this is useful for somebody. I don't know if it is.
Would it be possible for you to send a copy by chance?
Hey Mom, could you send a copy of this to
Just send the
Professor
original.
Levi? Okay.
I appreciate it.
But
It's already being prepared for, but just in case there's something small in your vision that might figure I'll pass it on to the right people to deconstruct it more.
okay, thank you. I will probably ask Mom to send it though, because she's probably she can just do that.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Professor Levi.
Thank you. And hang up,
Bye.
and your mom will look at you. What other visions you've been having?
Nothing too much.
Give me a charm roll. Difficulty 9.
I got an 11. Thank you, Di, for rolling 6.
Mm-hmm. She'll let it go.
There.
Aspen, are you on the other side of the sanctuary, or are you going to try to follow your sister again?
Well, I said I wouldn't follow her, so I am indeed on the other side of the sanctuary. But I didn't say that Sap wouldn't follow her. So I sent Sap to go follow the two.
Great. So Sap gets caught. So he's following the two at first, following them from above. But then your sister's familiar, who also came along, spots him, hisses at him. And your sister is like, "Oh my god." And you can hear Sap, it's like, "Oh, uh-oh, run away."
Oh no.
It's kind of away.
Aspen hops into the nearest bush. It's like, don't notice me. I'm part of the garden. But I'm not here.
Sap flies into the bush with you, which eventually your sister walks over to, having followed her familiar, who followed your familiar. Aspen, I know you're in there. Oh, maybe she isn't in there. But you know what? That bush looks like it really needs some water.
What do you mean? I'm totally not thirsty right now. It's fine.
Oh, you should definitely drink water, Bush. And she will basically take her wand and just have it spray water all over the bush. You know, I think you need some fertilizer too. Now that I think about it.
Nah, I'm good. We learned about sex ed earlier this week. I don't need no fertilizer.
What?
Well, you know, Phineas and
Aspen, get out of the bush.
Okay. Get out of the bush.
What are you doing?
Making sure that nobody has an accident. And
Oh, someone's about to, or it's gonna look that way.
I don't want a demon child running around.
What? What are you talking about?
So, two of my friends have never had a sex ed education before. So we were trying to help them to understand that. So we were talking about things and teaching them, and they had questions. And so we were talking about the reproductive system stuff and how sometimes, teenagers can get together and create a child. And so then it's like, oh, the students of Artemis can do that too, right? But like nobody's gonna say that. It's like, what if? And then it's like, making sure that even if you,
What are you talking about? The demon child part?
Phineas said that babies are really creepy and like demon children gross. So, if you and George decide to,
Oh my god, stop. Stop. You are so embarrassing.
Thank you. It's a gift.
Oh my god. I'm telling Mom, you are the worst.
Okay, have fun. I'll be over here looking at the garden, making sure the flowers are all nice and happy.
Eventually your mom will come find you. Aspen, seriously?
I didn't follow her. I kept my promise.
You know better. I said to leave them alone. Go in the house. You are restricted to the house. And Sap too.
Okay. So do the walk of shame to the house.
Great. Later on in the night, because it is a full moon, so they'll have Rosemary and Jor come in too. Same with you, Kels and Gustav, is they'll have you guys stay in for the night. Even before the actual blood moon part occurs. Just because it's a full moon. So. Phineas, you guys grab all your stuff. Packing. What are you bringing down there?
Well, everything I own fits in a bag. So everything I own.
What, like lobelia plant, your
Yes.
pillows, blankets, all your clothes, everything?
Yes. Well, I have to carry the lobelia plant out, but I don't want it to be molested while I'm locked in the dungeon.
Okay. Sure. 2K will bring his bag, which has, his pillows and blankets and stuff, and his, some of the books Kels gave him, guitars in the bag and stuff. So. And we'll bring a bunch of stuff. Professor Ames will meet you guys. Like, all right, it could be the safest room in the school. It's not very comfy. Not exactly a cozy place, but it'll work. And he will lead you to a place on the floor that'll lead to a downstairs section. Have you guys go down there.
And remind me, teleportation. There are blocks on teleportation here on campus.
Yes.
All right. Sure, we'll all be fine.
Sure. Broom locks from the outside, but you guys can still get out from the inside.
All right.
Or nobody can get in, but you can get out.
Okay.
Except me.
Okay.
Aspen, you gonna go to bed? Or are you doing anything else?
Probably just gonna look out the window at the moon
Okay.
and observe it.
Yeah, let's go stop. What are you guys doing?
I am introducing Maggie to the familiar of Mrs. MacArthur.
We don't know what it is. It's probably just another cat.
Yeah, I was about to say it's probably a cat.
Yeah. So Maggie's probably loving it.
Maggie will offer a shiny piece of metal to the cat.
Miss MacArthur will be like, don't give them that. Could choke on it.
Oh, sorry, Mrs. MacArthur. It won't happen again. Would she like a ribbon instead?
They can also choke on that.
Oh.
It would need to be connected to something.
There's some like cat toys over in the basket over there, and Kels is wandering around thinking about what things to bring to school. Because at first she grabbed too many things and she couldn't find one of the books she was thinking of, and then she was looking at the stack of things going, it is too much stuff, so now she's paring down again.
Great. Sorry, there's some chaos. Okay, so we can end with you guys like late at night. About to be 30th full moon, but blood moon will happen.
No, we
In the
end with
early
us all
hours of
waking
the
up in the
morning.
morning and everything's fine.
And then we're all back to school. It'll be a completely normal episode next time.
Easy enough.
Yeah, we'll just end here.
Okay. Fine.
I'm SJ or SJ_sidekick. This is Kids on Brooms. Our next session is Tuesday, which luckily my flight got bumped another day, so I won't be going on a flight right after. Mish.
I am Misha, or Misha_less_than3 here on Twitch, at MishaWay on Twitter or Tumblr. Speaking of Tumblr, you could also look at the cpluscomics.tumblr.com, which has a lot of fan art things. Perhaps there will be more in the future, but for now, I'll be back on Tuesday. Still working on scheduling some stuff. Hopefully there'll be some Cowboys and Cthulhu's maybe in August, so looking forward to that. Sin.
Hi, I'm Sin or Sinful__potato on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, most social media sites, including Discord, which we have a C+ content Discord that the fancy chat bot will pop up a link in the chat at some point, if not already. So I do see it above, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I've been playing Aspen. Aspen is super innocent, super good. Just a sweet little innocent angel that helps everybody and does nice things for people. And everything's going great. And the moon is really pretty. And all that fun stuff. Yeah. Good stuff.
Hello, I'm Twi'lek, and I've been playing Gustav, who, unlike Aspen, is not a peeping Tom. and has instead started his session wearing yellow with pink, and is ending it in pajamas of pink with yellow. 0.
Yep, 0, 0 daylight. Michael, whatever. Everything is fine. It's all good. You're just gonna wake up in the morning and be glad that we took all the precautions that we took, but also relieved that they were unnecessary. We're certainly not going to open the door and find the entire place burned down and teeming with blood cultists. Probably going to be fine. Anyway, so I think all the future stuff has been mentioned, so I won't belabor the point, but come back and see us soon as we wrap up this arc and say a temporary goodbye to SJ, who will be out of pocket for a bit, but hopefully will, when situated, find that there are internets nearby and scheduling that works. So we'll figure it out. Cool. All right. Well, we should say goodbye to our friends on the YouTube and then go find someone to raid. So goodbye, friends on the YouTube.
And bye, SJ.